Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Frenemies, joined as always by, it looks like Dandy Chickens tonight, which is AKA David Swor. I am DJ Cocks, and it is exciting to be here. It is Labor Day. It's a Monday night. David, we are not going to do our normal weekly show. It is trivia night. This is our third trivia night that we've done. Figured it'd be a great night to do this. We got the races heating up here for the next few weeks. We didn't really have a guest tonight, so we kind of decided to be a great time to do this. Before we get started, though, there are a few things I just want to say really quickly to you, David. The first one being the hottest team in baseball is currently the Chicago Cubs. 7 wins in a row, 8-2 in their last 10. I will be there Wednesday, David, cheering them on to beat the Reds. It's going to be a good time. And, you know, it's just meant to be, David. And they're not out of it. They still got a shot at the wild card.
So I was going to ask you, how many games out of first are they? Are they within 20 now?
They are within 20, and they've got more than 20 games left, so they have a shot. Once you've got the games, you can make it. And they're even closer in the wild card, so we got a shot, buddy.
Oh, yep. What's their GM? It's what's their GM's name again?
Well, it was Theo Epstein, but now it's Jed Hoyer.
Jed Hoyer. Jed Hoyer has proven himself to be a genius, DJ. They traded all those guys. They're staying competitive. Now we've moved up the ETA to 2025 now, so they're ahead of schedule.
Wow. So tonight's episode is brought to you by Brighto Medical Company. Brighto brightens old bodies. You can buy a bottle of this from Mo, Larry, or Curly. David, you probably should get a few of these. You need it for sure. Throwing all that BP.
I thought you were going to say this episode is brought to you by college football, since DJ is now one of the biggest fans. He was out. Did you see it, Lindsey?
Wow.
He was out there pumping up the Virginia Tech Carolina game. I about fell down.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he's jumped on the bandwagon.
He was out there singing it. So
that was awesome. That was awesome. Now listen, I will give you this. The college football atmosphere, the crowd, all that, that's hard to beat, man. I'll give you that. Yeah. Then the game starts and it's like
yeah.
No way.
I mean, it depends on which team, though. I mean, it depends on if they're losing, if they're winning. There's so many different things.
Well, you guys have probably followed Illinois in the past, and that's never been good. So you just got to find you a good team to follow. College football, I hate to admit this, it might be the best sport, DJ, the most fun sport to watch. I'm serious. I can sit down and watch that. I don't even watch pro football. I'm just not interested in it at all. College football is where it's at.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you, man, like I said, it's very cool. I mean, I'm sure that all the colleges have, like, really cool stuff that goes along with game day. I don't doubt that for 1 second. The hype, the crowd, the atmosphere. That's got to be hard to beat. I will give you that. But to David, also, your hat is terrible.
Well, us Sox fans got to stick together, Lindsey. This was my reminder to her to take it easy on the old man. So me and Lindsey are in this together this year.
Yeah.
So I just had to represent here a little bit, DJ.
We were talking earlier and what the odds are that the Astros series will be sold out on the south side, and I don't think it's even going to happen. I still think we're going to be able to buy $5 tickets and sit in the upper deck and watch playoff baseball.
No.
Not happening.
No.
DJ, you talked about traditions. I want to see how much of a college football fan you really are. What is West Virginia's famous tradition after winning a football game?
They play Song of the South for their victory song.
Country roads.
Country roads, okay.
Take me home to the place I belong. And then if it's a really big win, it gets kind of hairy in Morgantown because they start burning couches. It's a really weird tradition. But if they knock off a ranked team or something, there's couches on fire in Morgantown.
That's awesome.
See, I like that stuff, man. I do. I really, I'm into all that stuff. That's a lot of fun. As long as they're not blowing up the city or anything like that, there's nothing wrong with that. It's all good.
Having an
Big
earthquake.
fan of that stuff. Yeah. Well, it has been a pretty fun week of baseball, David. And we won't get into a ton of this because we just don't have the time tonight. But Yankees, man, just real quick, what are you thinking this week? They went down bad. They just got shut out again today. Rough week for them.
They're in a tailspin. DJ, remember a few weeks ago when the Yankees had this pitcher that just like lost it in the ninth inning? He was a rookie, and I think he threw 2 or 3 wild pitches. I can't remember. So you think we'd never see that guy again, right? I mean, no offense to him, but what do they do today? 4-0 against the Blue Jays. It's the ninth inning. They bring the dude in, and guess what? Guess what happens, DJ? Grand salami. Why? Why, Aaron Boone? I just the rosters have expanded. I just don't understand it. But anyway, Yankees are in a tailspin. I think they've lost 7 of their last 9 or something like that. I would just encourage Aaron Boone and all the coaches to go back to what got you here. Stick those guys back out there. These injured guys that were out when you were winning, make them ride pine until we start to head the wrong direction. Put in Velasquez and Tyler Wade and those guys, and make Gio Urshela and Gleyber Torres earn their job back. That's my comment of the day right there, DJ.
Yep, it was a rough week for sure, man. It was tough to see your Yankees getting whooped a lot there, and even by the Orioles as well. So not a good week at all for the Yankees when they were making such headway in the race, starting to get back in it, and even kind of giving the Rays a little bit of something to look back at, a little bit in the rearview mirror. But I think they really got to solely focus on the wild card now with a few weeks left and just getting in the playoffs somehow and making that work for them. So. All right, guys. Well, thanks to our kids for joining us tonight. We have Leland and Audrey Swor are joining us tonight, and Lindsey Cocks is also joining us. And Devin, I think, will pop in here for a second as well. But we're excited to have trivia night tonight. This will be a 1st through 6th inning. Will be 4 questions per round. Me and David will both answer the questions at the same time. Lindsey will keep track of the score. Gonna be a lot of fun. The loser gets a gallon of milk over the head. That'll be David. So David, keep that hat on when that happens, okay? That'd be awesome.
David, I have to go on your side today. I think that you've lost the past 2, so I think it's Dad's turn now. So
yeah, it's gonna happen.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
I mean,
Audrey,
I wanted my dad to lose the past 2 times too, so this time it's gotta actually happen.
last time I think he cheated somehow.
Whoever wins gets
What, Bub?
whoever wins gets a gallon of milk on their head. It's the
Whoever
loser.
loses.
Whoever loses, yeah.
Whoever loses.
So root hard for your dad to lose, so you can do it, Leland. All right, Lindsey, you want to kick us off? First question.
Sure. Or actually, do you want Devin to come in real fast and give it?
If he's right there,
Yep, he's right here.
bring it, Devin.
This one right here, and then don't give him the
From the 1920s to the 2000s season, what was the most number of wins by a pitcher in a season?
and you gotta give options.
A, 23,
36. No, 36.
A, 36, B, 37, C, 31, or D, 30.
Ooh. Okay. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
What? I got a question. Are we both answering this question?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Devin.
From the 1920s to the 2000 season, what was the most number of wins by a pitcher in a season? A, 23,
36.
36, B, 37, C, 31, or D, 30.
1 second.
That's a good one.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for making your presence known, Devin. This is your first time on the podcast, buddy?
You said-
All right, answers one more time. One more time. I'm sorry. I forgot to have my paper right here.
A, 36, B, 37, C, 31, D, 30.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
That's B.
Oh, I don't know if we can see these backgrounds. That's gonna be bad.
Hold on.
You might have
I'm
to turn them off.
gonna take mine off.
Yeah, you might have to turn them off.
Devin, come down here and take mine off. My answer is 31.
Okay, you're correct.
My
You got
answer
it
was
right.
B, which was 37, which is incorrect.
Yep, no, B's incorrect. C is the correct one, 31. So Dad got a point there.
All right, Leland and Audrey.
Which pitcher holds the record for most consecutive innings with at least one strikeout? A, Pedro Martinez, B, Garrett Cole, C, Max Scherzer, D, Justin Verlander.
Read the answers one more time.
A, Pedro Martinez, B, Garrett Cole, C, Max Scherzer, D, Justin Verlander.
I'm going Scherzer.
I'm going to.
Neither of you are right. It's Garrett Cole.
Garrett.
Ah!
Oh man.
Wow.
I should have known that one.
We thought you
Bummer.
were gonna get that one, but you don't know anything, so.
Bummer. Lindsay.
Okay. Who was the first $2 million contract player? A, Nolan Ryan, B, Kirby Puckett, C, Jose Canseco, or D, George Foster?
What was the answer one more time, Lindsay?
A, Nolan Ryan, B, Kirby Puckett, C, Jose Canseco, or D, George Foster?
I'm gonna go.
What?
Hold on, wait. Yeah.
That
You gotta-
first season contract?
Yeah. Who was the
Yeah.
first $2 million
first.
contract player? Yeah.
First season, yep.
Okay, I definitely know what this is.
Man, there's several of those small market teams. That's what's killing me.
True. Very true.
I don't know if you can read mine, but I'm going with Kirby Puckett.
I'm going with George Foster.
That is correct.
No, I was going to do that, but I thought he was too old. I feel like the first $1 million contract was like in the 90s. I guess not.
No,
Yeah, I
George
think-
Foster.
the first $1 million player was Nolan Ryan. Contract, I mean. And
Yeah.
then Kirby Puckett was $3 million. So you were close.
When did George Foster play? That would have been like 70s and 80s.
Yep. 70s, 80s.
Wouldn't have thought that. That's crazy. Okay, learned something today.
All right, Leland.
Name the pitcher who began the 1950s with 6 consecutive 20-win seasons. A, Warren Spahn, B, Robin Roberts, C, Bob Lemon, and D, Whitey Ford.
Oh man. Consecutive 20-win seasons, 6 of them.
20.
And the 50. All right. You ready? With Warren Spahn.
Going with Robin Roberts.
DJ's right.
Gosh, I'm getting murdered over here.
Yes.
I can hear you downstairs.
Yes. All right, Lindsay, that's the end of the first inning. What's the score?
DJ has 3 and David has none. Come on, David.
I know I'm struggling today. I'm struggling.
And I'm glad.
Man,
So rough, right? So rough.
off the injury right there.
I'm telling you, man. All right, to the second inning. Lindsay, go for it.
Okay, here's just a random question. How many baseballs could Johnny Bench hold in one hand?
Ooh.
A, 7, B, 8, C, 6, or D, 5?
By the way, Johnny Bench, David, is about to get his single season record beaten by Salvador Perez for home runs by a catcher. I believe he's about 5 away. If I'm not mistaken.
The crazy
Something.
thing is, isn't he tied with Ohtani now?
Yeah.
That's wild. Didn't see that one coming at all.
So the 2 leaders in home runs in the American League are a pitcher and a catcher.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So my
Mhm.
answer is 8.
David, what's yours?
Yeah.
So yours was 7, David?
No, 6.
Oh, 6, sorry. None of you are correct.
Was it 7?
Yep, it was 7.
I actually said 7.
Man, just stuck with our number there, David. That's an insane amount of baseballs in a hand, by the way. I don't even know if I can hold 2 there consistently.
Well, I was thinking like 1, 2, 3. And I thought maybe you might be able to get 2 in between there, and then maybe like 1 in the middle. That is insane. I don't know how you can get 7 baseballs in your hand. That's nuts.
I don't know. I tried earlier and I could only get like 3. I have tiny hands. I mean,
All right, Audrey, what do you got?
Who was the first player to be caught stealing 4 times in a single game? A, Ricky Henderson, B, Robbie Thompson, C, Lou Brock, D, Otis Nixon. What is it? Okay.
Off here.
good questions, guys.
A, Ricky Henderson, B, Lou Brock, C, Robbie Thompson, and D, Otis Nixon. Is that right?
No.
Say it one more time.
A, Ricky Henderson, B, Robbie Thompson, C, Lou Brock, D, Otis Nixon.
Going against my gut here. I'm going to say D, Otis Nixon.
I'm gonna go
DJ's right.
Robbie Thompson.
Man, I was going to
DJ's
guess
right.
him. I was going to guess him. I swear I was.
No, Otis Nixon was definitely my second choice there because Lou Brock and Ricky Henderson never would have got caught 4 times in a game.
No way. Yeah, no way. Yeah. Daggone it. Me and Taz aren't doing very good down here. Not a very good partner.
Lindsay?
The dog's down there.
There was only one major league team in the entire 20th century that did not hit a home run over their home team fence in one season. Which American team was this? A, St. Louis Browns, B, Cleveland Indians, C, Washington Senators, or D, Chicago White Sox?
Wow.
Did not hit a home run over their home fence, right?
Yeah, the only major league team in the entire 20th century that did not hit a home run over their home team fence.
Oh my goodness.
These are hard. I don't know.
I am going to say the St. Louis Browns.
I'm going with the Browns as well.
Nope.
What
The
was
Washington Senators.
I don't remember their old stadiums. I was trying to think through the old stadiums. And honestly, I couldn't remember any of those.
That's a tough one, man.
I mean, obviously it wasn't the White Sox, so you could cut that off.
I knew that. I definitely knew that wasn't right. No doubt.
I knew you wouldn't put a question in there with that answer, so I only have 3 options there.
Yeah.
All right, Audrey, what do you got?
Name the team that holds the record for the most homers in an opening day game. A, Red Sox, B, Yankees, C, Cardinals, and D, Dodgers.
Ooh. Wow. That's a good one.
But not right. But I'm going with the Bronx Bombers.
I'm going with the Yankees as well.
Hey, guess what? Both of you are wrong.
Red Sox.
It was the Dodgers.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
I'm glad it wasn't the Red Sox. I mean,
DJ, who won that game last night, by the way?
not the Dodgers.
The Giants,
My boys,
unfortunately.
the Giants.
See, now that's another interesting thing too, man. What a series that was.
That was crazy.
That was an insane. I mean, we
Mhm.
watched pretty much every inning of that series, and even the game the Dodgers won was crazy because they tied in the 9th, being down with two strikes and 2 outs, and the comeback. What a game, man! It was a lot of fun. Actually, they lost that game to the Giants. I should say they lost that one in 11 innings, but they were almost out of it. It was a good series, man. A lot of fun to watch.
Giants got that lead
Giants,
back.
Giants were just throwing like 100 pitchers at them all weekend. It was crazy, man. So that's the end of the second inning, Lindsay. What's the score?
We got 4-0 still. So
Didn't have a good round there, David. I gave you a chance to get back in a little, buddy.
I decided to pitch Chad Green that inning. He gave up a bomb.
All right. Kick us off for the third inning, Lindsay.
who was the first player in MLB history to hit a home run over the Green Monster at Fenway Park in Boston? Was it A, Clyde Ingle, B, Hugh Bradley, C, Ed Herney, or D, Heaney Wagner?
Heard of any of those 4 guys? All right, I'm gonna get this one. This is where the comeback starts. Can you say the choices again?
A, Clyde Ingle, B, Hugh Bradley, C, Ed Herney, or D, Heaney Wagner?
I'm gonna say C, whoever that was you said.
Ed Herney, C.
Nope.
Clyde
Hugh
Ingle.
Bradley. Hugh
Don't know.
Bradley.
DJ, be honest. Did you know any of those guys?
I'd never heard of any of those 4.
These are all like older questions, so they're not gonna be obvious. But I did my research, so I don't know.
All right, Leland, what do you got, buddy?
the Yankees didn't reach the World between 2010 and 2019. When was the last decade they didn't make it to the World Series? A, 1910s, B, 1930s, C, 1980s, and D, 2000s.
right, let's go.
I'm going to say 1910s.
I got 1910s as well.
You're both right. Dad, you finally got one right. Good job.
I'm on the board.
Hey,
I'm on the
David,
board.
so the 80s were pretty bad for them, but didn't they make the 81 against the Dodgers?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought, because I was like, ooh, 81 stuck in my head, and the Dodgers won that, but that was a bad decade in the 80s for the Yankees.
There for a minute, I thought it might be the 30s because I remember they went through just a little drought after Ruth and Gehrig, but then DiMaggio came along.
Yep.
So anyway,
Very true. Lindsay?
Who was the only player in MLB history to hit a walk-off inside the park grand slam? Was it A, Dale Long, B, Jerry Lynch, C, Lee Walls, or D, Roberto Clemente?
I have no idea, so I'm going with Clemente.
B.
David is right.
Oh, in your face!
No. He's
Clemente,
on the board.
he was already on the board. He has 2 now.
Oh, that's right. He got the 10s. Okay.
Don't be grooving those fastballs there, DJ. I know what to do with them.
All right, Audrey.
Who was the only Dodger to hit more than one homer in 1953 World Series? A, Duke Snyder, B, Pee Wee Reese, C, Jim Gilliam, D, Jackie Robinson, and E, Roy Campanella.
Oh, wow.
Only Dodger to hit more than one home run in the World Series. Okay, A, Duke
1953.
Snyder. B,
Pee
Pee
Wee
Wee
Reese,
Reese. Who's C?
Jim Gilliam.
Jackie Robinson and Roy Campanella.
And Roy Campanella.
I am going with Pee Wee Reese.
I'm going with C.
Pee Wee Reese.
Yeah!
No!
Bombs now, DJ. In your
Yes.
face.
Man, Pee Wee Reese going multiple Yahtzees over Duke and all the boys.
That is
DJ,
pretty.
get something right. Daddy needs to lose.
I'm telling you, this is not third inning. Is that the end of the third, Lindsay, or is there one more?
That's the end of the third.
That's it.
Get somebody up in the pen, DJ. Get
All
away.
right. So now the score is DJ has 5 and David has 3.
Oh no.
Making a comeback, David. I like it.
It's on now.
I don't like it.
Man. All right. To the 4th. Lindsay, go.
What was specifically designed to be the size and weight of a baseball? Was it A, an apple, B, a rubber melted shoe, C, a grenade, or D, a lemon?
I know what it is. Is it a grenade?
Easy. I am going with a apple.
I'm going with grenade.
Dad got it. It was a
I'm
grenade.
going to go grenade.
I told you it was a grenade.
Okay,
You said
so
be
the
too
reasoning-
It was
the reasoning behind this is actually cool because during this time they were going through a war. We were going through a war, and the makers of baseball or whatever, they wanted American men to be able to throw it easily. So in making it a grenade shape and a grenade weight, it was easy for them, and it was already common. So I mean, it wasn't anything new. So that's cool. I
sense.
mean, it's just cool because new information.
Good stuff. I like it. Leland.
Okay, who is the only American League pitcher in history to win 20 games on a team that lost 100 games?
Woo.
A. Tommy Byrne, B. Ned Garver, C. Satchel Paige, and D. Stubby Overmeyer. Who names a kid Stubby?
Ready? Hold on. Oh man. Yeah, I'm going with C. Satchel Paige.
C. Satchel Paige.
Nope. You're both wrong, and I'm happy. Ned Garver.
Ned Garver.
My boy Ned Garver.
Wasn't my boy Stubby.
So
Stubby,
DJ,
Jason.
what your puppy's name is?
Stumpy.
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 Stumpy Stubby Swor.
That's awesome. Stubby was Jason Morgan's nickname, right?
Was it? If it wasn't, it should have been.
Absolutely.
Stubby.
All right, Lindsay.
Okay. What umpire position is known as the rocking
The
chair?
what?
Is it the rocking chair?
Okay.
Is it A, home plate umpire, B, third base, C, second base, or D, first base?
I'm going with home plate.
I'm going with first base.
Incorrect. Both of you are wrong.
Is it third base?
Third base.
Why that is?
Got it right.
Wonder why that is indeed.
Mm,
I thought home, up and down. That's kind of what I was thinking. You're up and down.
yeah, that's a good reasoning.
I'll
I
have to
can look
look
it up and I'll give you an answer for that. So, okay.
Audrey.
All right. Name the single season record holder for hits by a shortstop. A. Honus Wagner. B. Michael Young. C. Derek Jeter. And D. Gary Templeton.
probably going to be somebody. I'm just going to say C. Derek Jeter just because he's the man.
Jeter.
You're both wrong.
Wow.
I bet it's Michael Young or something. Michael Young.
Michael Young.
He's the man. He was the man there for a minute.
Wait.
Okay, so I got the reasoning of why it's called the rocking chair. If you guys want to know why it is.
Yep.
It's the term refers to the lack of place taking place at the third base bag. So basically, it's just sitting there waiting. So that's the reasoning behind it.
That does make sense. So is that the end of the fifth, fourth?
Yep.
What?
Two more innings.
The score is DJ has 6 and David has 3.
Got one back on you, buddy. Chad Green gave up another bomb.
Don't worry, I'm bringing in Chapman. You're going to get several right here in a minute, or you might get none for like 2 innings.
Are we in the fifth now, Lindsay?
Yeah.
All right, we're at the top of the fifth inning. Lindsay, kick us off.
All right. Who was the first baseball player to appear on a Wheaties cereal box? A. Lou Gehrig, B. Jimmy Fox, C. Babe Ruth, or D. Mickey Mantle?
I don't know who it is.
I know who it is.
This guy.
DJ, you're Googling. I see you.
Mantle.
Hey, Lou Gehrig.
And David is right.
Yeah.
Lou Gehrig was the first to appear on the Wheaties series.
Oh. Should have gone with my gut on that one.
You like the Yankees.
Yeah. Quit giving him Yankee questions. All right, Audrey, what do you got?
Okay, name the last player to get 200 hits and bat under 300 for a season. A. Juan Pierre. B. Jose Reyes. C. Jimmy Rollins. D. Bill Buckner.
I was hoping Starlin Castro was in there, DJ. That sounds like a
Surprised me.
Starlin Castro stat right there.
Looks exactly like what he would do.
Hey, Bill Buckner was D. Who were B and C?
B and C.
Yeah.
B. Jose Reyes. And C. Jimmy Rollins.
Going with A. Juan Pierre.
I'm going with Bill Buckner.
You're both wrong.
Jose
It's B.
Reyes.
Jose Reyes. That's not right.
I was going to go there.
Why don't you go there?
Man.
I don't know.
I like Audrey's answer.
I was
What?
gonna. I didn't. I just don't. All right, Lindsay.
What player was killed by a pitch from a Yankees pitcher, Carl Mays? Was it A. Ray Chapman, B. King Cole, C. Jake Dabert, and D. Jim Doyle? Yeah, I don't know. Looks like how you say it. I don't know.
Going with Ray Chapman.
A.
Both of you are correct.
David, it doesn't do you any good if I get it as well.
I know. I'm just getting hot.
All right, Leland.
This is true or false.
Okay.
No player has hit 370 or better more than once since Ted Williams' 406 mark in 1941. True or false?
No player has hit 370 or better in his career. Is that what it says? Read the question one more
No
time.
player has hit. All right. No player has hit 370 or better more than once since Ted Williams' 406 mark in 1941. True or false?
Whew. All right.
I'm going to say that is true.
True.
It's false. Poor
Tony
daddy.
Gwynn. I bet Tony Gwynn did it.
Tony Gwynn crept into my mind a ton on that. I bet you it was him.
I bet it was too. Well, I'm
George
definitely
Brett
gonna
hit
look that up.
390 once. George Brett might have done that twice too. Unbelievable. I feel like that one was put on a tee for us and we both struck out, David. Because you know what, David? If you want to start winning, you need to take that hat off, buddy.
We were looking fastball, DJ, and they threw the change up.
Yeah. All right, Lindsay.
It's the top of the sixth now.
Okay. What's the score?
It is 7-5.
Oh,
DJ.
man. Okay.
All right, top of the sixth. Who finished their career with more total stolen bases? Was it B. A. Ichiro Suzuki or B. Barry Bonds?
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
Gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, yeah. So.
I'm going with B, Barry Bonds.
Barry.
Both of you are correct.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Bonds had 514 and Ichiro Suzuki had 509. So we had 509.
Wow.
Barry was a base stealer early. I feel like that petered out when he got to hitting bombs, but Ichiro really wasn't in the league long enough.
That's a very good point. Came in, he was about 30 years of age. Can you imagine, David, if that guy played from the time he was 20 on in the majors?
Unreal.
That's
Broke
crazy.
every
much
record
fun.
known to man. That's for sure. It's a shame. I really wish he would have. Audrey?
Okay. Name the Tigers player who set a major league record for consecutive hit in 1952. A. Walt Dropo, B. Vic Wertz, C. Johnny Pesky, and D. Cliff Mapes. Mapes.
Consecutive hits in 1952. Is that right?
1952, yeah. Maple syrup.
Well, I have no idea. So I'm going to say A.
I'm going C, Pesky.
Oh, you got That's right.
Oh, closing the gap. Yep, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yep. I was trying to think of a Cubs reliever to laugh at you about, DJ, but they all got traded, so I don't know any of them.
Wow. Unbelievable.
You can't read it.
Lindsay?
I know.
This one's fun. Who was the rookie pitcher for the Boston Red Sox that got injured during a game by biting himself in the butt? Was it A, Howard Ernke, B, Alex Ferguson, C, Kurt Fullerton, or D, Clarence Blethen?
Bit himself in the butt with a B, bit. I mean,
Bit himself in the butt.
I have no idea who that could be. I don't know any of those guys. So I'm going to say D, like David, who is DJ's daddy.
I'm going to say B like butt, which is what he did. He bit himself in the butt, so the answer has to be B.
Nope, David is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. What?
So what happened was he had dentures. So he was up to bat and he took his dentures out. He put them in his back pocket and he was going into slide to second and it just bit him.
Hey, DJ, by the way, how cool was the Hannes Wagner video? That was pretty sweet, wasn't it?
Yes, that was amazing. I was sitting there in awe that whole time when you showed me that, man. Never seen anything like that.
What I'm going to say is this, DJ. No offense to Hannes Wagner. And I know he was like 60 years old. That was a pretty ugly swing. I'm just going to throw that out there. He was definitely hitting off that front foot anyway. He was probably swinging a 40-ounce bat or something, though, and he was 60. So 59, I guess. So can't knock on him too much.
I would love to watch a game from the 1890s and 1900s to see how the quality of baseball was. That would be interesting to see.
Bet you'd see a lot of 75-mile-per-hour fastballs. That's all I'm saying.
It'd be interesting. It's a whole other era that I don't know if we give. I think we may give a little too much credit to that era, but
Definitely. That's all right.
we'll see. All right, Audrey.
Which of the following pitchers did not play NBA basketball? A. Ron Reed, B. Dave. I don't know the last name. Dave whatever. C. Gene
Spell it.
Conley, and D. Bob. DEBUSSCHERE.
You got to read that again.
Yeah, you got to read all that again. I'm sorry.
Like spell the word.
Just say the question one more time and read all 4 answers to the best of your ability.
All right. Which of the following pitchers did not play NBA basketball? A. Ron Reed. B. Dave DeBusschere. C. James Conley. And D. Bob Gibson. He's DeBusschere.
Don't screw this up or you'll go behind. Just want to say that. No pressure.
You're supposed to lose.
I never heard of D. Bob Gibson.
Bob Gibson never played in the NBA.
basketball.
Where'd you put that?
D. Bob Gibson as well.
You're both right.
Yeah. There's no way. Bob Gibson just passed away and we would have heard that. We did not.
Yep, I agree.
Okay.
Hold on, I got to call a media timeout. I need to get a new pen. Mine just quit writing.
You got it. Lindsey,
DJ, go ahead and do a commercial for college football.
so if you haven't watched Virginia Tech come out on the field against North Carolina, you need to go ahead and YouTube that for them coming out. They actually were red like an earthquake when they came out of the field. And that was unbelievable how loud it was. And David, another thing that was really funny is when they came out and they were all running by, almost all of them like hit the quarterback for North Carolina. They were that close to him and he couldn't even warm up. It was hilarious, man. It's just
I'm telling you, man,
there's like a million things I loved about that video.
college football, I spend my whole Saturdays watching, and I'm telling you, it's addictive.
You have to YouTube it. It's wow. Okay, so Lindsey, what's the score after 6?
It is currently tied with 9.
God.
David came all the way back.
And I'm
Hot
not
now, DJ. The fans are getting restless. They're wondering why you haven't pulled that pitcher. Because I'm lighting him up right now.
Well, we have a top 20 list, David. And Lindsey, do you have a clock where you can time us?
Yeah.
You're going to give us 2 minutes on the clock. And we are going to get as many as we can on a list of your top 20. So whenever you're ready for that.
Okay, so I will read the top 20, like what the top 20 base is on, and then I'll start the timer.
Sounds good.
All right. So the top 20 list is top 20 Oakland A's stolen bases. So it's top 20 stolen bases in the Oakland A's history, is how I should word it.
Bomb this one.
Oh,
That's
my
all right.
gosh. Wow.
Okay. I'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm running out of picks here really fast. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lindsey, you really dug deep on this one.
I
Wow.
did. Mhm.
You really dug deep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can name any of the current Oakland A's. How bad? Dump me.
Dad, you look like you're struggling there.
Oh, I'm struggling.
David looks somewhat confident, somewhat not confident. So I think you're both kind of struggling there.
DJ, make sure my dad loses.
Really
I'm
can't
going
remember.
to, don't worry.
I really can't remember any players right now. I'm not even joking.
I want my Cubs hat.
All right, timer ended.
I can. I got it. I'm changing.
All right. So how do you want to do this?
You can just go down the line and how do you want to do it, David? Do you want to name your?
Actually, I think that you should name yours first, so
Yeah.
that way you can't cheat.
Yep.
How are we doing it?
Yep. Go for it, David.
Ricky Henderson.
I'll even put my list up there so everybody can see it before I read it off.
You did better than me. I didn't even get that many names. And one of these, after the fact, I realized didn't play. Ricky Henderson, Walt Weiss, Jose Canseco, Reggie Jackson, Miguel Tejada. I couldn't even think of any.
Can you say this a little bit slower? Sorry, I'm just.
Ricky Henderson,
Mm-hmm.
Walt Weiss,
Okay.
Jose Canseco.
Okay.
This is hilarious because he didn't steal any bases, but I couldn't think of anybody. Reggie Jackson. Also hilarious because I couldn't think of anybody. Miguel Tejada.
Tejada's not a bad choice.
Okay. Dad, what do you have?
Okay. I have Ricky Henderson,
Mm-hmm.
Jose Canseco,
Mm-hmm.
Vita Blue. Walt Weiss was a good one, David. I got Mike Gallego, who's his tag team there, second and short. I got Chris Davis because he played there so long. Eric Chavez because he played there so long. Matt Olson and Matt Chapman because they played there forever.
Hey, I might be in this thing.
Did someone, Dad, did you say, wait, hold on. Let me read yours real fast. Okay. I got them all. And you both got 2 right.
2 for 20, man.
Oh
That's
my
horrible.
goodness. Well, they're both obviously Henderson and Canseco.
Yep.
So, yeah. Do you want me to read you the list? Or you
That
guys-
would be great.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Ricky Henderson with 867. Bert Camperaneris with 566. Then we got Eddie Collins with 373. Then we got Bill North with 232. Henry Davis with 223. Topsy Hartzell with 196. Rube Oldring 187. Danny Murphy 185. Home Run Baker with 172. Coco Chris with 169.
There's one we could have got.
Carnegie Lansford with 148.
Oh, Carney Lansford.
Reggie Jackson with
Wait a minute.
145.
Wait a minute. I said Reggie Jackson.
You did?
I did hear him say Reggie Jackson. I gotta admit
All right.
that.
Slow clap.
Reggie Jackson is number 20.
No, he's 12.
Oh, keep going then.
13 is Amos Drunk with
You're
144.
making these up, Lindsay. You're making these up.
No, I'm not. I can seriously, I'm not.
Is Dandy Chickens on that list?
No. And then we got Rajai Davis with his
Oh.
142.
Ah,
I got that one.
Then we got Jose Canseco with 135. Jack Berry with 131. Stuffy McInnes with
is that a disease?
127. I guess. Who has the name Stuffy? Then we got Mike Davis with 121. And then
Dr.
19, Monte Frost with 114. And then we got 20, Bing Miller with 109.
Never heard of him.
Unbelievable. You got 3. How did Reggie Jackson get on that list?
Yes. Now, can Chapman come in and not blow it? That's going to be the question.
That's the end of 7, Lindsay. What do we got?
We got DJ with 11 and David with 12.
Yeah.
No.
Socks.
This is not good.
It's very good.
All right, Lindsay, your Yankees question to David.
All right. So, in a game against the Texas Rangers at Yankee Stadium in 2006, the Yankees at one point were down 10-1 in the second inning. They rallied to tie it and then won in the ninth off a walk-off home run by which Yankee star? Is it A, Alex Rodriguez, B, Bernie Williams, C, Derek Jeter, or D, Jorge Posada? How many points is this one worth again, Beck?
This is another one worth 1 point.
I just want to make sure.
Vaguely remember this game. And pretty sure it was at A, Alex Rodriguez.
Nope.
Yes.
It was
It was
Jorge
Posada.
Posada.
Yeah, I would have got that one. Good thing it wasn't.
You really remember that, DJ?
No, I would have just guessed that.
Yeah.
I actually remember that game. And,
What was
and
the final score?
I don't know. I remember, I think A-Rod had a grand slam in it. I couldn't remember when it was. I have to look that up. Anyway, y'all made me say A-Rod.
You
One too many
picked
times
A-Rod of
already.
all people.
Wow.
Probably you might have been doing that on purpose just to make me say it.
He gets into every podcast somehow, and
Somehow
you picked him.
it's just like ESPN. Just somehow he shows up.
Oh
You should
my!
have his makeup line.
All right, you
All
got
right,
my
Leland.
Cubs question.
Mm-hmm. What was the longest game in Cubs history? A, 6 hours and 10 minutes. B, 5 hours and 48 minutes. C, 6 hours and 27 minutes. Or D, 5 hours and 19 minutes.
A, 6 hours
This
and
one's
10 minutes.
hard. No,
It's totally C.
it was C, 6 hours and 27 minutes.
Bonus
Wow.
points. I should get bonus points on that one. Of course, DJ would have got bonus points on Jorge Posada. Dang.
You guys both got the different answers. That's
Exactly.
funny.
Yeah, we've got each other's answer right. So I mean, you're still up 1, really, no matter what, right?
Yeah,
Right, that's right.
now he's got 13-11. He's at 13-11
How do you get 13?
by getting his last question right. Oh wait, never mind. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
Scoring
now it's
error. Oh, there was a scoring error, DJ.
No.
The official score saw an earned run that we had forgotten about.
I'm going to New York. Let's get the replay button on the podcast. 12-11.
yeah, 12-11. My bad.
All right, David. So final Jeopardy, you can wager anywhere from 1 to 5 points.
Can we do 10 points?
Maybe next time.
Oh,
So
okay.
before she starts, you have to write down the amount of points you want to wager.
And show
Before
me.
she starts, what's the category?
The category?
Questions in which David Dandy Chickens will get right.
It is in pitching.
Pitching.
All right. Is this a multiple choice or a straight answer?
Straight answer. So how much time do you have on this?
We have
Mhm.
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
Give us at least the era, because if we're back in the 1900s,
1900s. Okay. Oh, my bad. So you want to write down your wagers? and then show me so that way I know your wagers. Or do you want to wait? That's fine. I don't know.
I'll show you.
Okay.
I won't look.
Wagering.
All right, can I look now?
Yeah.
All right. So David, don't look. I'll show you what I wager. Got it? All right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So here's the question. Which pitcher won 27 games in a season, won the Cy Young Award, the Triple Crown, and still watched his team finish in last place? And the clock starts now.
I'm really mad about this. I'm just going to say that.
Wow, this is hard without options.
Timer. All right. So what's gonna happen?
I know something. I've already written my answer down.
Mhm.
Is the time period early 1900s? Oh,
Late 1900s.
Well, I wagered DJ. Actually, you're behind. Go ahead.
My answer with the late 1900s is not going to be correct, but I put Bob Feller on there because I thought with playing with the Indians and them being so bad for so long that he could have won a Triple Crown with that many wins. But you're saying late 1900s, and that makes me very scared, so that's probably wrong.
Okay.
You should be really scared because my answer was Babe Ruth. But I knew I was going to get this question wrong, so I wagered 0. And so you will be taking a milk bath, and I'm very happy.
Yes.
No.
Do you want to know the answer at least?
I want to guess.
Okay.
They won the Triple Crown.
You got to give us the decade.
Give us
A
the
decade?
I think
Give us a decade.
The 1970s.
Oh, I have no idea. Mark the Bird Fidrich.
No.
Bob Gibson.
Nope. You guys are gonna be mad.
Wait a
at me.
minute.
Wait,
Nolan Ryan played on some really terrible teams, but his ERA was always high.
Yeah, he had a bad
I'm
year.
gonna say Nolan Ryan. No.
Tom Seaver.
You're never getting this right because I don't know the answer either.
Okay. So the answer is Steve Carlton.
Ah, Phillies.
In 1972 with the Philadelphia Phillies. He had 27 of the 59 wins. He only lost 10 games in the season while striking out 310 batters. When he retired in 1988, he was number 2 all-time in the strikeout list with 4,136 Ks, sitting right behind Nolan Ryan. His 4,136 had since been surpassed.
Great question. Wow.
Thank-
27 of 59 wins. That is unbelievable.
Okay, Dad. So you wagered 3 points, which that means that you are back down to 8. And David is at 13. So David won 13-8.
Aroldis Chapman came in, DJ. He found his slider today. Shut him down. Game over.
Yes. Yes.
I can't believe
No.
it.
I get.
I've
to
never
dunk
lost
real
in
quick.
trivia. I don't
Yeah.
even know
Yeah,
what
just
to
let's
say.
do that again.
Hey, guy, Leland and Audrey, y'all have anything you want to say to DJ before we get off air here?
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Wear your hat in the bath.
Man, you just got burned.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
disappointed.
Yeah, well, you're gonna enjoy this video, I think. Although I
Yeah.
really believe you wanted to do it to your dad. I apologize. I'll get him next time for you two, okay?
I hate to admit this.
cold, but
DJ, I still owe you one. So last year I was supposed to take a milk bath, but we chose to do it when it was literally like -10 here, and I
it
refused.
was great. It was like 25 degrees.
Yeah,
It was
So,
awesome.
I may have to get a video of that as well. So, Lindsay, thank you for being a great tag team partner. I'm looking forward to watching the White Sox go to the playoffs.
Yep. White Sox.
It's a great year.
Mm-hmm.
White Sox versus Yankees in the first round. I love it. They both can beat each other up and be out of it.
I'll be happy either way, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, he can't pick a side.
I don't care who wins that because I like both teams, so I don't care who wins that.
All right. Well, thank you, Lindsay, Devin, Audrey, Leland for showing up, and
Mhm.
Allison and Nicole for all you did in the background to make this possible tonight. Thank you all. David, it's been a pleasure, man. Even though I lost tonight, I'm pretty disappointed in myself. Not gonna lie to you. Next week, Keith Galloway will join the show. Looking forward to that. Another former teammate of ours from college. Should be a good time and a good show. We'll get back to talking about baseball. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on YouTube. Check out our podcast. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.